my good friend Samson Lewickovich wants to speak. Hopefully he remembers me. See me at the WBC convention, said my beard was too big and I look ugly. What's up, champ?
Is he waiting in line?
You there? Yeah, he's there. Don't worry about it. I'll bring you back, champ. Go ahead, Samson. Gotta unmute your mic, Samson. There you go.
Okay, there you go. Now, look, everybody have an opinion, but whoever you have little bit knowledge, and you go to like not because I say that I have knowledge, but I go to conventions, I listen to the rules, I go to teams of judges to see what's going on, and to learn my business. Even though every day you learn something new. This fight, it was all planned. If every one of you see other fights of Ellis, you see that it's a fighter for 6 rounds, and after that, he weak. And that it was the plan of the management. I'm sorry, of the trainer. The trainer of in this moment of Villa is the trainer of Perro Angulo and Edwin Valero. So he knows exactly what to do with this kid.
Mm.
Now, after the 6th round, he started to lose power. The 7, even more. And after that, it was all the rest. I believe that he won at least 5 rounds, the last 5, plus the 2 knockdown. And he made a mistake that he didn't go to the corner. If not, he'd be counting up to 16. So he can lose by KO if he do the right thing and go to the neutral corner. And by the way, you cannot win a fight with 6 rounds, the first 6 rounds that you won with no issues. And you cannot count 10-8 if it doesn't hurt the fighter.
Correct.
And so this is the reason I say that people talk, you know what I mean? But some of those doesn't have the knowledge and never took a book about what's going on with the judges and what he's supposed to see the judges.
So you
But he
don't
talk
agree?
the fact.
You don't agree that Ellis won the first 6 rounds?
Uh, no, he won the 6 first.
Okay, so you do agree with that. Do you agree that he won the 8th round?
I agree too, and that's it. Don't go further.
So you
He
don't
won
need
by 2 points.
you don't need no more. That's a
That's
draw.
right.
That's a draw. That's what I'm saying. So he got 7 rounds in the bank. That's it. That's
When I
7.
when I went to the corner, and you know, I went to these people of Ellis, and I told them, listen, to me, it can be a draw, 1 point up, 1 point down.
Okay.
He said, no, I won by 2 points. No, you didn't win by 2 points, you know. But I know it can be a draw. Actually, I would love to be a draw to make a rematch. And even though uh, uh, my guy won the rematch, because in the rematch he said I will knock him out. I know what I need to.
Wait, so Villa asked
You
for the
know.
rematch already. That's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he
wow.
asked for the rematch immediately after the fight. But the management is saying no, you know, thank you, you know, one of them. But it's not the point. The point is that he won at least 5 to 6 rounds, because after the 6, the 7, it can go either way. The 8, maybe you give up on the 8 to 1 point, but after who, by the way, some of those he given the 6 because he started to get weak. Ellis, he's a great fighter, but he's not a 12-round fighter. That
So
is the reason.
So a lot of
The
us
very
are a little bit disappointed, Samson. Not maybe we're not disappointed because Ellis didn't get the win, but more because he had that energy for Boots. How does your fighter Roman Villa feel about fighting Boots? Is he gonna be as adamant? Because you've seen Ellis, he had that energy. Él quería todo con Boots, and we want someone that
yeah.
actually wants to
Well,
fight him.
let me put this way: when you go to a fight and you go to a press conference, it's very unprofessional and totally disappointed, and to the opponent, in this case, Villa, that the guy instead to talk about the fight with Villa used to talk about how to beat Ellis. You follow me? He got engaged in a match between both of them, and he forgot about Roy Mann that he was in the other side. So that is one point that he was thinking that he'd be an easy fight, and that's it. And then he fight Ellis. He will never fight Ellis.
Mm.
And that is the reason that when anybody asks, okay, after this fight, who you fight? No, don't say that. Let's, not read the Sunday news. Go for Saturday, beat Villa, and then you talk. But it was totally misrespect from Ellis to start to engage with Ellis. With Ennis.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That it was totally outgoing and non-professional. And by the way, all this smiling, my guy say he would not smile after the fight, and this what happened. And by the way, when he used to have the first few rounds that he's winning, he make this kind of action like stupidity to move it out and try to play and embarrass the other guy. You know, and Churches doesn't like that. Churches doesn't like when you play a game and you make fun of your opponent. And trust me, uh, Royman Villa, he knows that he need to give up these first 6 rounds because after that he will take over.
So
That is
you didn't technically answer that. So would you put him in there with Boots and it's next?
most likely be next.
Most likely be
But
next.
remember one thing: you have only 2 weeks of training camp
For this
for
fight.
no for Boca Chica,
Okay.
and 6 weeks for this one for Ellis. The next one for Booth it be between 13 to 14 weeks.
Where does he
You will
train?
see
In this country
he's
or another?
no in California, in
Okay.
the mountains of California, and he have the two trainers that he have his style, Perro Angulo, and that he built all his career
Mm-hmm.
of Perro Angulo and
Edwin Valero.
Edwin Valero. So it's the perfect style.
Man, Samson,
So
I
it'd
got to
be a
give you
good
your
fight.
credit, man. Wow. You continue to find amazing fighters because even though I thought he
But
lost, he's still a great fighter, and I would love to see him again. That style is amazing, you know. It reminds me of like
listen,
Margarito, but you hit it on the nail with the Perro Angulo. That's more like it because Margarito was a little more active. He let his hands go just a little bit more.
yeah, but I have no respect for Margarito because I know that most of his knockout it was not only because his hands, because what he have in his hands.
Mm,
So don't start with me with Margarito.
mm. All
You
right.
know, this is a disgrace for boxing. But beside that, I can guarantee you that uh, Royman Villa, if we make a statement with anyone in 47,
Where did you find
and
him at?
people, it will love. No, I given 4 fights in Mexico, Colombia, Uruguay, my country, and he fought in Showbox when he fought Boca Chica. And the referee in Boca Chica, it happened the same thing like this with this one because first of all, it was another knockdown that he didn't count because he was hurt. So people doesn't see that. People talk, but doesn't really watch carefully that particular run. It was 3 knockdown, but only got 2 out of the 3. And beside that, if he given an extra minute, he will get knocked out completely. He was totally out of. By the way, he have a pair of balls. This kid, but doesn't have what it take to be a champion.
Mm,
It's only 6 rounders, and if you see all these fights, the first 6 rounds is unbelievable. And after that, he can win. He won a few of those, but it was not so powerful like before, like in the first 6 rounds, you know. But look, I love your show, and I know you're fair, and sometimes you get your own thought. But again, you need to see the fight again, and you will see. And I want you to see, if you record that fight, you see that it was three knockdown, not only two, and he won by balls, and because he was more hungry than the other guy.
Mm. No,
Ellis, he was
listen,
not hungry.
he's relentless. He's relentless. We cannot take that away from him. You know, he's
But I want
somebody I
to
want to
watch
see
it again.
again.
Look, watch again the fight, and say again if you're wrong or right. I love if you go, you put in your tweet. I watch again, and he won the fight.
All right, I'm gonna do my homework.
Do your homework, and specific when he fall down on the first time he was in knockdown, and he did almost the same that he tried to hack in the last round. He tried to hack him, not to continue fall out. Actually, it helped him to get up. You know, and another thing, when he was nervous, Villa, because he wanted to finish him. So instead to go to the neutral corner, he went to the red corner. So he stopped on four to count. It took 5 to 6 seconds to go back to continue talking. If not, he was out. And he was the winning be by KO or technical KO. So I want to watch that and give again your opinion. I hate when a specific, you in particular, when you go and you say it was, I believe it was Ellis, because it's the emotional in that, because you saw it once. When you see it
Yo,
twice, you will change your
how you
mind.
gonna say my first time I'm emotional? The first time is the best
Because you're
time.
emotional. You're emotional. Not only with them, you was very emotional too with Fundora.
Which
You
fight
know,
though?
with
With Lubin?
Lubin.
I was, but it was obvious who won that fight.
I know, but you was emotional. You didn't like that.
I
You
think you
thought that
confusing
the
emotional. I think you're confusing emotional for invested. Like I knew Lubin for a long time. I visited him, went to his camp. Same thing with Ellis and his trainer. So maybe maybe I am invested, and I didn't know Villa. You gotta understand, it's like that for anyone. Like that was our first time. Not our
you,
first, because
you, you,
obviously he fought on Showbox and stuff like that. So people got to watch the Boca Chica fight. I didn't watch the Boca
yeah.
Chica fight. I didn't watch the
Oh,
Boca
yeah.
Chica fight.
But you know what? I believe that when I say emotional, is because you love the sport and you love the boxer that you engage in conversation and you follow him personally.
Yeah.
That is the reason you say that he lost a fight in your mind. But watch it again, and you're honored. I know that you're a very honorable man, but I want you
Yo.
rectify. No, I want you rectify to everyone that you make a mistake after the
Okay.
second time.
Okay. Does Villa speak English?
No, but always is with his
No,
management,
that's
and
cool. That's cool.
but it's
We
you know,
bilingual over here, but I still always
yeah.
appreciate that you give these bilingual non English speaking Latinos a lot of opportunities. But Samson, I got dozens of callers that want to tell
Okay,
you.
listen.
They want to tell you who won specifically, because you said you think it's just me. We got a bunch of people here with an opinion.
Well, but you will see if everybody's saying second time, it was three knockdown, three
Mm.
of them, not only two. But listen, nobody's perfect. But he won the first six and not the others. Trust me.
All
And
right.
sometimes judge go for one side. When you start to make things like pull out your tone and moving and make fun of the
So
opponent,
you
the
saying,
judges doesn't like that
wait a
shit.
minute. You're saying that you can lose points for showboating.
No, showboating. No, the judges doesn't like that because it's not for boxing to showboating. It's not for boxing. You know what I mean? We are. This is very serious business and sport that you can get killed in the. You cannot do that. You know. But anyway, listen. I'm very tired. I drove like 6 hours to come home
All
because
right.
I didn't take a plane. But hey, I give you credit. You show you bring a lot to boxing.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Good
Take
night.
care.
There you
Thanks.
have it. Samson Lewickovich, the promoter of Roman Villa.
YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.